I make decisions logically, but people don't make decisions. Music logic doesn't make you take action where emotion is essentially absent. I mean, a logical person would never take action. He wouldn't take anything. Actually, it's his emotions that make people take action, so you say, I'll buy a Range Rover 300,000 for 300,000. Can we buy it? How many liras is 300 million? In terms of money, TL is 4.5 million. 4.5 million. That is, we will pay 4.5 million for a car. And it is a Range Rover, right? But if you want to buy it, logic comes into play. Music. There is only such a thing as the car is gaining value. 2 years later, we are throwing it away. It's still your accommodation. Look, whatever you say, it's nothing but the lies you made up because you want to buy them completely. Logic is essentially the liar of emotion. Where should I start? Whether as a salesman or a claimant or as a negotiator. If people take action with their emotions, if the emotions get excited, you cannot stop. For example, if you are angry, you cannot stop me. What if he beats me? You will go for it. If you get excited in some way, for example, you will take my hand. So, emotion is a weapon that moves people to action. Only emotion can be in my hand. Since it is a permeable weapon, my work must appeal to the customer's emotions. So you need to appeal to the emotions so that the logic can continue to cause problems. Then the right brain and the left brain can be together. Now think about it. Do you appeal to the emotion in the work you do? Music. I really did it right now. Do you appeal to emotion in your work? You need to realize something that, in fact, all kinds of entertainment you are currently doing is completely a thing you need to think about. You are influencing people. In fact, the effect is a completely emotional function. For example, the lady just said that I made a marriage of logic. No, she did not make a marriage of logic. She made a marriage of emotions. Essentially, what is emotion? What does it mean? Essentially, there is trust in that emotion. Maybe the man will not leave me, he will not cheat again, or he may have too much money. It could be something else. It could be a position. There is an emotional situation there, not a logical situation. Emotion is in everything then. In what you do, the effect is something that comes mainly with emotion. No matter what you do, you need to find an effect of each product. That is, benefit is related to the effect. Something that does not affect is not useful. That is, the product may have great benefits, but if it does not affect, it is never useful. For example, there are a huge number of them here. There are restaurants where healthy food is sold. Fresh vegetables, for example, salad. If we open a restaurant with malada, we will all go bankrupt and you want to be healthy, but you will not eat healthily. Because it will not affect you. What affects you is the food that seems unhealthy. It has nothing to do with the fact that you are affected by it. For example, all your harmful habits are not actually effective. They are not beneficial, but they affect you. Then you need to think again. Whatever business you are doing, what is its effect right now? Give customers and people something else to do from there. Now that you are selling that product, you are the influencer. Are you a person? Why am I saying this? If you are not an influencer, the person in front of you has to think because he is not affected. He will not be able to take action. Then, in fact, the product is not who you are. It is not what you sold. So it does not matter whether the product you sell is attractive or not. It is very important whether the man selling it is attractive or not. If the man selling is a person who can influence. As for the man, the thing he affects is actually himself. Since he sells that product, he is now the influencer. This is the affected one. In fact, the affected and the effect form one with each other. The effect is completely emotional. Music. It is not logical. We influence, but the person affected says something while it is material, as he just said to my brother, a marriage of logic. He says, I did it. Have you done it? This is the whole point. Your effect must appeal to the emotion. If your effect appeals to the emotion, then the automatic one takes you, places it in its mind and passes it to my hand along with you. Essentially, the person it receives is you, nothing else.